Welcome to another Stoney through. Today we're getting stoned in hell with Doom. Now I'm taking some tokes off of my Liberty 503 pipe here, which was provided by brotherswithglass.com. And this is one of my favorite hand pipes. Now I don't normally smoke out of these that often. I have a great Grav Labs piece, but this one is by far my favorite dry pipe, and you'll be seeing a review of it in the coming weeks on megamediaoverload.blogspot.com. So we're taking a look at Doom here on the PS4. It's also available on Xbox One and PC. And I have been excited about this game for so long. You know, I was really amped after last year's E3. When I saw the gameplay footage for this, I was just screaming like I could not speak for a week from my "oh my god" screams from just the visuals, the violence. It's insane. But it's also insane in the best way possible. I really love these kind of dark, mature, macho fest action games. You don't see a lot of games made like this today. They're typically not well received by modern gamers because pretty much modern gamers are just after the next competitive online shooter like Call of Duty, and I love those games. They're a lot of fun, and Black Ops 3 was a great return to the form for the franchise. Particularly that game's campaign really knocked it out of the park, and you can read more about that in my review, which is already hosted on my blog. And I enjoy those kind of games. But I long for the days when you could walk into a store and first-person shooter did not mean Call of Duty scripted campaign style shit only. And that's basically what first-person shooters have become. When was the last time you picked up a first-person shooter and it really felt unique onto itself? You know, we get a few. Bulletstorm comes to mind. Duke Nukem Forever was a great experience for me. I know a lot of gamers were disappointed with it, but for me, I really enjoyed the fact that they were bringing that kind of retro gameplay into the modern arena with those modern kind of visuals, and I really enjoyed the comedic touches of that game, and I appreciated it for what it set out to do, and I thought it did what it did well. And I really discovered recently when I started playing the PC version that a lot of the issues with that game when it came to the loose aiming controls and the weapon mechanics kind of stemmed from the console control mechanics. So after playing that on the PC, one, I had an even more appreciation for it. Two, I was kind of worried about how Doom was going to play on consoles because I realized that a mouse and keyboard's precision for certain games, especially with these kind of fast-paced controls, it's really challenging to play it with an analog stick. The precision just isn't there. But the id really knocked it out of the park when it came to how they engineered the controls for this game. And they are incredibly smooth and incredibly precise, and that is fantastic because this game could have had the same issues that Duke Nukem Forever did, and I really encourage people who appreciated and enjoyed that game to check it out on the PC if you have a PC capable of playing it, which you should at this point in time because it's not too demanding these days. But you'll have an even better appreciation for that game playing it on the PC, and I wish my PC could run Doom just because I really love playing with my mouse and keyboard now. I've gotten addicted to it ever since I picked up my Alienware laptop. And coming back to playing Doom on the console, you know, I can't think of a better game to get me back into console shooters than this. You know, this is a PC shooter at its heart. You can definitely see by a lot of the design mechanics, as this is the kind of design that we saw in so many awesome PC shooters like Unreal, Quake, back in the glory days of PC shooter gaming. And I really love that it's bringing back those kind of mechanics, you know, first-person jump puzzles done well, and all these great things that just have been absent from gaming recently, and that's why I've been loving going back and playing all the great classic shooters and games on my PC and downloading some kick-ass emulators and just reliving those great glory days of gaming. And then I pick up a game like Doom, and I'm able to play a brand spanking new game with top-of-the-line, cutting-edge graphics. Literally everything you see in this game is fucking jaw-dropping. The art is beautiful. This is a game that's not just fun, but artistically it's on a whole nother level of just being incredible. And it still brings me back to that kind of nostalgia, just like playing a great classic shooter like Quake, Unreal. I've really been enjoying playing a game that I never got to experience back in the day called Turok Evolution, and I've been playing that on the Dolphin GameCube emulator, and I was actually playing it right before I started Doom. I finally was able to pick this up yesterday, and you know, I love kind of having that perspective of playing a lot of these great classic shooters like No One Lives Forever and Turok Evolution, and all these great games that really just influence gaming so much, and you can still see it to this day. And a lot of the issues that are being brought up in the gaming community nowadays, and issues that were brought up when this game was shown at E3 by that cunt Anita Sharkeen, or whatever that bitch's name is. You know, she was basically going on about this game because of its macho brutality and gruesome gore, that it's somehow damaging the feminist gaming movement, I guess. And I have issues with anything that's only going after one section's equality. You know, I think if you're really focused on equality, you shouldn't be ostracizing any community. You should just be focused on equality, period. And when I'm thinking of equality for female gamers, I'm looking at a game like this and thinking, why would any female look at a game like this and automatically assume it's just for men, just because of the imagery? You know, movies like this aren't just for men. While they're created with men in mind, and that had been the mindset for many decades, females do enjoy this kind of entertainment quite often. There is a definitive market for that. And no one should ever open their mouth and assume because of a subject matter, tone, any of those things, that it's just meant for one audience. You know, we've been making a lot of headway in the game community when it comes to equality, but it also shows you that the people who are supposedly fighting for gaming equality really don't know what the hell they're talking about. And it goes to show you with a game like Mirror's Edge Catalyst, which had weapons and guns removed from the player's use, supposedly because the gunplay was so unpolished in the original Mirror's Edge. Supposedly because gunplay detracts from the actual gameplay experience, and that isn't true at all. It's just because of one person trying to push their agenda and fucking up a great game in the process. I'm a huge fan of the original Mirror's Edge, and I think any time that you start trying to create something in mind and you start thinking about, well, is this for equality or this sake, you're never going to have a terrific experience because you're too focused on things that aren't important when it comes to the realm of gaming. When it comes to this game, it was created to be fast-paced, hectic, to bring you back to those great kind of old-school games, to give you all these kind of new mechanics that could not be done in those old-school games, like the glory kill mechanics in this game, which you can use to regain health and later ammo if you acquire a rune through a special challenge. And there's so much customization in this game. Literally, I haven't even told you about the mods you can equip to guns. This game takes all those great gameplay mechanics from back in the day. It ignores all of the gaming trends that you see today, and it says, what can we do with the technology available, and how can we create just a great gaming experience? Not a gaming experience like this game, not a gaming experience that they think will sell based on checking off boxes, but a great gaming experience. There is backtracking involved in the game where you're going to be seeing the same environments repeatedly. However, this game really knocks it out of the park because each time you revisit a location, it has changed. You're going to be moving from Mars to Hell and back several times throughout the game. And it's just incredible visually. And there's so much fan service and homages to the original Doom games. And it's crazy to look at a game like this and think that things like this just aren't made anymore, because I miss these kind of games. How can you look at this game and just not go, oh god, it's been forever since something like that existed. You know, we had Bulletstorm, we had Duke Nukem Forever. When it comes to games that truly had those kind of retro mechanics and a game that just felt like that kind of shooter experience, they are few and far between. And when it comes to those kind of experiences that are done this well, they're almost non-existent. Shadow Warrior 2013 was a game that really had the ambition that Doom had and really tried to do similar things, but it just was kind of an unpolished experience. And for gamers like me who were looking for experiences like this, that was all we really had to look forward to, were these quirky, great, and enjoyable smaller experiences created by gamers who are really trying to bring back those glory days. And I love that kind of niche gaming because a lot of times you find games with just such incredible heart. And you don't see that in a lot of the mainstream games today. But Doom, on the other hand, has all of those sensibilities that you see in a lot of those great niche games, but it also has the sensibilities of being one of the most AAA titles that I've had the fortune of playing. It's polished from top to bottom, unlike most games today, which I know will please many gamers thinking, oh, is it buggy? Do I have to wait for a patch? No, this game plays smooth as butter. Now, I did notice some frame rate slowdown on occasion when some extreme hectic shit was going on screen. But it's actually very minimal. It lasts for less than a second. And while it's noticeable in terms of you can see it happening, it never actually got me killed or interrupted the gameplay in any way. So this game just really has no flaws that I can think of. And I'm pretty sure if you played this on the PC, you wouldn't experience those slowdowns if your PC is a beast and can handle it. This game is just incredibly demanding, so it's natural to see a little bit of slowdown here and there. You know, every time I see a game like this come out, I'm just so thankful to see that creativity and originality in gaming is not dead. Now, this game isn't extremely original in terms, yes, it's a revival. A lot of the enemy designs are based on, you know, classic Doom enemies, so it is, in essence, kind of taking a lot of established tropes and mechanics and design elements, but it's not lazy at all with these things, because when you look at the environments and even the enemies that are from the older games, they've been completely redesigned, and the aesthetics to this game are fucking flawless. Just flat out flawless. Everything in this game is beautiful, and I just cannot get enough of the environments in this game. I'm at awe every time I walk into another area that I've yet to experience. Just because I'm flabbergasted by the amount of creativity and the amount of beauty and the art in this game. You could take a screenshot from so many images of this game and put it on a wall, and it's better than so many paintings you've seen, and it shows what gaming really can be at its absolute peak and best. Now, is this a flawless, perfect game? For what it is, absolutely. But when people think of that mentality, they think, well, will this game appeal to everyone? And that is something that needs to be avoided. Games will never appeal to everybody. If you make a game trying to appeal to the widest market possible, you're going to miss it by a mile, simply because you're just going to leave out gamers who are looking for that kind of specific experience. And this is a specific experience, and it's a great one. So look forward for my review on megamediaoverload.blogspot.com, and thank you guys so much for checking out my Stoney through of Doom. Peace out, guys.